So we looked at lots of reception desks that we'd seen over the years, and when some clients asked us to make a special one for them, we got all the best bits we'd seen everywhere and put it together to make one reception desk, which we think is a really fantastic design. So first up, the structure of the reception desk is made of 18mm ply, which is a very, very strong material, quite heavy, but it also is durable, and if it gets a bit wet, it's fine, we can reseal it and it survives. At the moment, this is covered in a material called Formica, which is kind of like the sort of stuff you might see on a quite strong kitchen work surface. It gives us a really, really sharp, glossy finish that we couldn't achieve with paint. It's quite durable, and we can also easily replace it. So right now it's in black. It could just as easily be any color. One of the reasons we like Formica is because it's quite typically seen in shop retail fit outs. So it's got that kind of quality of finish that wouldn't look at all out of place in a high-end store in central London somewhere. The other good thing about Formica is that we can put vinyl transfers on it very, very easily, and it becomes a continuous extension of the material. So if we transfer a logo on here with some negative space as a background, it just becomes part of the desk, and again looks very much like a custom set piece that was built for one particular client, when in reality it's actually an off-the-shelf product. Something else we did to make our reception desks really good is to build some lighting in. So around the bottom we've got a cantilever section that hangs out, and we've got some RGB LED strip built in. The reason that's good is it really makes the reception desk a feature. So if we're outside a venue or somewhere central where guests are supposed to mingle, it becomes very clear to the guests that that's the place you need to head towards because it's so well lit. In terms of height and transport, right now it's sitting on its own wheelboard, which is how we transport it. So it's actually a lot higher than it would usually be for event use. It would normally sit directly on the ground, not on the wheelboard. In terms of its height, this is the kind of height position we've got. We've built it to be ideal for receptionists to stand behind the counter and give out passes or collect tickets. But it's also a suitable height if they want to sit behind it. There's a desk behind here, which is a really good height for them to put their legs underneath as well. Okay, standing behind the reception desk now, you'll see this is a height where you could take tickets or give out passes. Built in here, it's got more LED strip, so the working area is really well lit, so you can read your paperwork and see your pens and paper and all that kind of stuff. That's also good because it very much concentrates the light in the working area, and it doesn't really spill beyond that. So if for your event you want to create an overall quite dark space, you can do that, yet still have good working light here for the staff working on the event, which is really good. We tend to make the interiors of these products very much match the outside. So the counter that the staff work at is the same Formica coated material as the frontage. So when guests look over, they see a continuation of the same aesthetic throughout. Some of the finer details that we put inside our reception desks as well is there's space for 19-inch racks either side of the reception desk. Now we put them in because there's various technical equipment we might want to use that can go in there. In particular though, we thought this could also be the place where any network switching or internet control equipment can go. That might seem a little bit out of place for a reception desk, but we realised that on events where there is a reception desk, there's normally some element of need for data control, Wi-Fi or internet, and it just makes sense to include that all in one central location, which can be pre-prepped in our warehouse before it comes to site. Also, this reception desk has extensive power built into it, so you can plug in laptops or phones or phone chargers or whatever. So again, it makes it a very useful feature to have. The reception desk also has two internal desk heights. At the moment it's set at the lower height where the staff members can put their legs underneath it like a normal desk. This panel can also be at a higher level, which allows the staff behind it to have much easier access to the things that they're working with. It can also be used as a wider DJ booth as well, which the higher level is more appropriate for.